back to my channel. Sorry, I never know how to start these. Like, I've done this for so long.
Hey everyone, my name is Liana and this is my channel. On my channel, you'll mostly see me doing school vlogs, interviewing random people, even my own friends asking the most dumbest questions. But the people you'll mostly see is my friends, so I hope you enjoy my vlogs.
So by the title of the video, of course, we're gonna do a get ready with me plus story time. Everyone's been asking for some like makeup tips, so I guess you guys are finally getting that video. If you guys like are new to my channel and are checking it out, please watch the whole video. You know, like, subscribe at the end if you like this. I never know what to say in these, but okay. So I usually start off with like my CeraVe acne cleanser. So I'm gonna take you guys back all the way to 6th grade-ish. Me and my cousin were like besties back then, okay? We were besties. I would always go over on the weekends and we always hung out. Our cousin had made this like new friend, and let's call him Caden, okay? Caden. And Caden was like my like cousin's new bestie, you know, and he became a family friend. And eventually he adds me on social media and we became very close, okay guys? And me and Caden were always just like FaceTiming, calling, and eventually he started coming over more on the weekends, sleeping over, this and that, you know, like, okay. And we were like we called each other like best friends, you know? This is what I use for a toner. Okay, but basically me and Katie became really close and we started to catch feelings, obviously, you know, but he was like having all these girlfriends and we never dated, but I wanted to be his girlfriend. And by time passes, you know, out of nowhere, like he just starts becoming really flirty. And let me tell you, like, he was just like, my whole family loved him. And this is what I use next for moisturizing. After that, eventually Caden finds this new girl. I'm sad, but we're still best friends. Oh, let me tell you guys before that. So before that, I had this friend, so-called friend, who started DMing him, and I introduced them por pendeja. Oh, I want you to meet him, I really like him. They got closer behind my back. She told me like, is it all right? And I said yes, but I was still heartbroken because like, that was the boy I really liked, you know, like, sorry guys, I'm like squeezing my sponge in the water. Eventually these guys, but obviously they like ended things. But I was still, you know, we were still all friends. Hayden was so close to our family. He would go to the boys' soccer games. He would come over on the weekends. He'd eat dinner with us. Like, come on, you know? And I was really close with my cousin, so I was always going over there every weekend sleeping over. That's when he met that new friend that's switching up. And I was like, why are you gonna switch up, you know? Like, and I didn't know that he started switching up and acting different, that they weren't getting close anymore. I was hardly going over anymore because like, I don't know, I just hardly started going over. And that's when this like new friend started coming in the picture. And he had a crush on my older cousin. It was so funny. And she like rejected him because she was into somebody else. He starts like being more flirty, you know, and I was like, oh my god, we're actually going somewhere. And it wasn't bad change, you know, like he was like, but he started acting different to my like boy cousin and my girl cousin. And I'm just like, why, you know, like they did so much for that guy. Like they bought him food, they took him to school when he needed a ride. Like if he needed something, my family was there for him. And this motherfucker switched up. Like, dude, come on, free food. But oh my god, this boy left damage on me, let me tell you. So after that, a few like months go by and this boy, the new friend, starts, you know, flirting with my cousin, and she's like, no, this and that. And basically, that's the foundation I use, guys, True Match. Basically, out of nowhere, I was mad. I was mad that I was hearing Kaden was acting different to my cousins and started acting different to my family and started to act all hard. And I guess he like disrespected one of my uncles. And you know, when a girl likes a guy, you want the family to like him, you know? And that's the thing. Our family loved him. Like, our family loved him. And I don't know where, you know, this mother effer started switching up for no damn reason. Because that's what happens when you go with the wrong friend group, guys. That you start acting different and you start to switch up. Okay? And after that, like, I stopped going over because he was always there still, you know. I just didn't want to see him. Like, he hurt me that, like, he started to get heavy on drugs. He started to change the way he was acting towards, you know, my cousins, and like to that, you know, it's a big deal. He started to ditch school and do all that, and I was the girl to be like, no, don't do that, stop doing drugs, you know, this and that. Like, I looked out for that mother effer. I looked out for him, and he was my best friend, you know. Oh shit, I just said his name. But Kaden was my best friend. Okay? And I was just so hurt that like he switched up and this and that, you know. Like, ugh, I keep saying that, but like, let me tell you guys, like, I was hurt, okay? Okay, after this, I use an e.l.f. concealer, and basically I kind of let this like sit, and I do that. And I'll tell you why. Because you always want to blend in this inner corner to hide your eye bags. Like, if you have like kind of like bad eye bags and you're insecure about it, like I'm telling you, when you're blending, blend over here in the corner too. So this is like a dark part of your eye, and if you blend that in, it's just gonna make your eyes look lighter underneath. So life hack, y'all. So after you know, after all that, I mean, Kaden started, you know, like to act different towards me eventually, and that's what led us to our argument. And then I go in with this CoverGirl Perfect Blend for my eyebrows. I started crying, you know, like I was hurt, you know. And this mother effer just like was like begging me, like, Liana, don't leave me, please. And this is the first time a boy has like ever begged me to stay, you know, like begged me. Like, I felt low-key special, let me tell you. So eventually, you know, our argument, I started off with like, you don't care about me no more, and this and that, like, you've changed towards my family. And I told him how I felt, you know, like, I'm gonna tell someone how I feel if they're hurting me, you know. I told you this something like this before, why didn't you change back then? Like, how are you gonna do that to me, boy? How are you gonna do that to me? Shit back then to me would like meant a lot. So I was like, you know, I was trying to be that main character, you know, like basically bawling his eyes out, like, Rihanna, please don't do this, like, you mean so much to me, this and that. I was like, if I do, then show it. Like, you haven't been showing me that, you know. Blocked him. I stopped answering. I was like, I'm sorry, life, hope you change later in life and we come back to each other as friends or whatever. This mother calls my cousin and is crying to her. She blocked me. Like, yeah, he called me crying, and I was just like, what? Crying about me? Okay, eventually after this, guys, I go back with my concealer and I kind of just outline this part of my face and right here. And after that, that's when I grab my concealer and I let all this sit, but I go in with my concealer and I grab a thin brush, and like I always do this line right here. Hold on, let me do this off camera. This line right here just to make sure it's even, okay? And it's just easier for me. And I go in and I'm like, and how I blend it out is I drag this out. Chi blender that's so dirty and I need to like get a new one. Okay, where was I? Yeah, so eventually after that, you know, I guess he started to change, like even more, like he started to get more into that stuff. He started to do bad in school, and obviously he started to change because of that guy. At one point, I left him alone for like a few weeks. Oh, and guys, I do this Ace Beauty Bronzer Paradise. My mom gave it to me. And how I apply it is basically kind of like blush, but like cheekbone area right here. Left him alone. Like, my cousins would update me and they were still friends with him. I guess he would still go over, but like not sleep over anymore because like he knew that I would always be over. My boy cousin kind of like left him, you know, because he was like, why am I gonna surround with myself with someone like that? Like my family did so much for him, like, you know. I used this e.l.f. HD powder, and I'll show you right now how I apply it. So before they started beefing, I kind of, you know, was like missing him and like was telling him, like, basically trying to tell my cousins like if we could be friends again, you know, like. And they were like, yeah, we'll help you because like we miss the gang, this and that. And I was like, yeah, I miss the gang too. We started talking, and I guess he was high. And my cousin posted me, was like, whoa, was that Liana? You know, like she looks different. I didn't look that different. I don't know where his mind was, but I was like, yeah, doesn't she look so pretty? You know, like hyping me up. And he was like, yeah, she does look really pretty. Like, oh my God. No matter how much I tried, the friendship was ruined. It's not that I ruined it, and I would blame myself back then. Like, now that I look back at it, I wasn't the one who ruined it because I was looking out for myself. I didn't want to like tell somebody and look out for them if they're not going to listen to me, you know? That's when the beef started happening. And, you know, I DM'd him, like, I miss our friendship, this and that, you know, like I told you guys. And he was like, oh, well, like, of course, I miss you too, this and that. But it just, he had a new girl. I don't know, he was trying to go for this new girl, blah, blah. Like, when we were, like, really close, girls would be pissed off and DM me, like, why are you texting my man, this and that? And literally, it wasn't even me. This motherfucker was just a flirty guy. Like, of course, I had a crush on him, but, like, I wasn't going to date him because I knew how he was. Boys. This mother effer starts something with my cousin. I don't really remember why they started beefing, but they started beefing and talking crap. And I think it had to do something with my girl cousin because she wasn't giving the guy a chance. And I think he was butthurt about it. She was too pretty for him anyways, like, trust me, like. I don't know, he like went up to my cousin, like, hey, and my cousin was like, and then like, I guess my cousin had a water bottle and Kaden was like, boom, through the water bottle. And that's when I was like, Arr! And then I was like, oh my God, why are they fighting? This and that. Sorry guys, I was like trying to figure out what's the next part. And usually I go in with it, the Rocket Volume Express mascara. You get this, most of my like makeup is from like your local drugstore, guys. So not that like nice, you know, like matte. Boom. Boom. So yeah guys, eventually we all stopped being friends. And yeah. My eyeliner is like completely different. But yeah guys, basically that was my first like heartbreak. So I finished my makeup, guys. Right after this, I go back with my mascara and I do my under. Honestly, I feel like I look goofy in this puffer. Just take it off. I'm so sad, I got a stain on it. I'm gonna wash it off right now. Okay, after all that happened, we basically just all stopped talking. We all stopped being friends. They go to the same high school though, so I don't know what happens. He basically left me alone. He left me alone, I left him alone. I was depressed, I was sad. Like, that was my first heartbreak ever, you know? Thank you so much if you made it this far at the end and do a little story time. If you guys want more story times and get ready with me, like, follow, share, whatever, you know, do whatever. Follow all my social medias right here. And see you guys next time. Bye.